with Shalyah.
Okay, hi.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I am great. I also have one of my reporters, Elizabeth, with me, so you'll have both of us. Hi.
Well, hello.
Okay, so first, how did you get onto MTV's Girl Code?
Well, I started doing improv and sketch comedy through the Upright Citizens Brigade Theater, and because of that, I wound up auditioning for Girl Code, and the rest is history. It's not history, but that's how I wound up on the show.
Okay, how did you find out about the auditions for Girl Code?
I work with managers and agents that got me set up there that work with people through MTV on different projects, and so they got me into the audition.
Okay, sounds good. How does Girl Code work? Like, do they just give y'all a general topic to talk about, or do they ask you specific questions on that topic, or anything like that?
Well, basically, we get a printout a couple days ahead of time with like a million questions on it, and we have the option of either writing answers ahead of time, or we can just answer naturally once we get on camera. But either way, we're basically going through pages and pages of questions, and we get to give our own answers for them. So it's really fun, and we get to come up with all of our own material for it.
Okay, that's cool. See, I had no idea. I thought they just put y'all on camera and asked you a question, or was like, here, talk about this.
Well, sometimes it winds up kind of feeling like that because the things we say will inspire questions that maybe weren't already planned out.
Right.
So some of it winds up being a complete surprise.
Okay. Well, that sounds fun. So you studied at the American Academy of Dramatic Arts and, like you said, spent time in New York doing improv. Did you ever plan on doing any TV work?
I've always wanted to work in film and television. I've grown up doing theater, but I love being on camera. The attention's great.
Well, how often do y'all film? I know Brandy said y'all have 2 new episodes every Tuesday, so how often do y'all have to film to make that deadline?
Well, we've actually finished filming the whole first season.
Oh, wow.
But in the height of filming, I started in November and I finished in, I think, March. But I was filming several times a week, pretty consistently for that whole block of time.
Okay. Do they have y'all to film it together at the same time, or do you just kind of go in whenever your schedules fit?
We're actually almost never in the same place at the same time. Until the premiere, I still hadn't met some of the girls
Oh,
on
wow.
the show. The premiere party was sort of like, oh, hi, nice to meet you. A few of us would run into each other in the dressing room, sort of like, oh, I'm done for the day, have a good shoot. But we're almost never in the same place at the same time.
That's so funny. Okay, you may not be allowed to, say anything, but for the upcoming episodes, what topics can we expect to be seeing?
Oh, my goodness. We talked about so many things that honestly, every time I watch, I'm surprised. And it's always a surprise. I'm like, oh, I guess I did say that, didn't I? So, your guess is as good as mine.
Oh, gosh. Is it weird seeing yourself on TV when you watch the episodes?
It's super weird. I think because of the internet and being able to watch videos online, when I rewatch stuff on the computer, it's not as weird as when I actually watch it on a television set.
Yeah.
Because somehow my brain is desensitized to seeing my own face on my computer. Camera on the computer, I can do that anytime I want. So every time I see it on a real, actual TV screen, it's crazy.
Well, what has been your favorite and your least favorite experience since starting Girl Code?
I think one of my favorite experiences was Jessame and I filmed a sketch in a nail salon. and it was like an inner monologue about what nail polish color to pick. And we filmed in a real nail salon, and we had to look like we had our nails done. So we got our nails done, was how we started our day. And then we sat and had leg massages for the entire day. And then they finished our pedicures, and that was it. That was my work day. So that was the best.
That's awesome.
Sounds like hard work.
Well, for our questions, our last one is, do you have any last-minute girl code advice for our lady listeners?
Oh, my goodness. I just think girl code is such a cool thing because, you know, girls, we get kind of pitted against each other sometimes in, you know, school or work or online. We just all wind up being encouraged to compete with each other. And I love that with girl code we can all get together and just share everything we have in common and be sisters and be on the same side. So I really think that's the coolest part about girl code, and I hope that even if it only there's a little bit of difference, that we can all be better friends because of it.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree more. We also have a few questions from our some of our viewers wanted to ask you. So
Cool.
first we have, if you could be in any TV show, what would it be?
Ooh, are we talking past, present, future? What are we talking?
Yeah, either any of the above.
Oh my goodness. Well, you know, it would have to be a toss-up between, unfortunately it's now done, but Arrested Development, or I'd love to be on Law and Order SVU. I've seen every episode ever. I want to be the, like, dead girl they find. I want to be a dead girl on SVU.
Well, we also have, what is your favorite TV show just to watch? Not to be on, just your favorite one to watch.
To watch?
Yes.
Well, I mean, the two I mentioned, but also I am completely addicted to Bones and a lot of older shows too because of Netflix. Like, I just came off of a Buffy the Vampire Slayer kick that came, 10 years too late, but I wasn't allowed to watch it when it was originally on because I was too little. So I just recently got into Buffy.
That's awesome. Who is your celebrity crush?
Oh my goodness. Well, my lifelong crush is absolutely 100% Leonardo DiCaprio.
Good choice.
I have fleeting crushes that come and go over the years, but he has been the longest crush I've ever had.
It's a good choice. He's a good one.
He is.
We also have one person wants to know, where do you get your headbands?
Oh my goodness. I've had to put a lot of effort into those headbands. A lot of them I got at, like, Old Navy or Forever 21. They're all, like, under $10. They're all just, like, I will see a clearance sale on headbands and just, like, buy all of them and hope for the best. I started wearing headbands when I was little because my hair would get in my face and it drove my mom nuts. So they were sort of a way of her getting my hair out of my face without me crying when she tried to cut my bangs. But it stuck, I guess.
That's awesome. And it's awesome they're on clearance. Always a plus.
You would be amazed how cheap you can get a decent headband for.
I know. I don't
Some
think
of those are like $2 headbands.
they should have a girl code on buying headbands. That should be the next
Entire
topic.
episode.
That would be great. It would just be me the whole thing. Everyone else would have no advice on that.
Well, lastly, we have one listener who wants to know, would you marry a gay man?
Oh my goodness. I mean, I guess if I'm like 60 and just want companionship.
I think that means that we have a gay viewer who wants to marry you.
Oh, is that what's happening?
I'm guessing. I'm guessing that's
when we're 60.
I'm guessing that's where that question came from.
60.
Okay. If that's what it is, then when I'm 60, or or if I get married when my husband dies. But, you know, we don't want to cross our fingers for
Oh my gosh.
So if I'm single when I'm 60, give me a call. We'll work something out.
Okay, I'm sure they'll hear this, so I'll let them know. Well, I think that's it from our listeners and from us, so we are good to go.